Republican vice presidential candidate Paul Ryan is spending a second straight day campaigning here in Wisconsin.
Governor Scott Walker told a crowd of 1,200 near Green Bay that it was up to them to get Ryan elected. News 3's Theo Keith was there and has more in tonight's Campaign 2012 coverage.
On one of the last warm days of the fall campaign, Paul Ryan switched it up a little bit from what he's been doing in his previous trips here to Wisconsin. He's held a lot of town halls over his time as a Janesville congressman, and Wednesday he held another, taking people's questions.
Good morning, sir. Have you got your buttons yet?
The day started 3 hours before Paul Ryan's event as people bought buttons and lined up early to get a good seat.
We got here right after we dropped the kids off from school, and about 8:45.
It's pretty nice to have a cheesehead on the ticket, isn't it?
Before Ryan, it was Governor Scott Walker saying that the state hasn't voted for a Republican ticket since he was in high school. That fired up the crowd for the main event.
You look at our poverty rates, look at the fiscal cliff that is giving so much uncertainty to businesses. We can do better than this.
Most of the conversation centered on the economy and the federal deficit, although Ryan said the U.S. also needed to promote peace in the Middle East through its strength. He said the president hasn't done well on any of that.
It's not too late to get the country back on track by reclaiming those principles that built this country, that gets America free, that gets our economy growing, that get people hope, that get people back to work, that get us back to prosperity and jobs and opportunity.
Hundreds of supporters seem to agree with the economic message.
If you got jobs and people paying taxes, that's going to help with the deficit, and that's going to help with our problems.
And what do you see right now out of the economy?
It stinks.
We need change, and this is our version of hope and change right here.
As summer's warmth slips into the crispness of fall, the campaign is on. As Paul Ryan was off to Ohio to campaign, Wisconsin gets ready to welcome Joe Biden on Thursday in Eau Claire. For now, in Ashwaubenon, I'm Theo Keith, WISC News 3.